Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is about control. The scripture comes from Tobit 4:13. And now, my child, love your relatives and do not scorn your countrymen and the sons and the daughters of your people in your heart to take a wife of them. For in scornfulness is destruction and much trouble, and in naughtiness is decay and great lack. For naughtiness is the mother of famine. So here's the message. God said for somebody, I don't know why I feel like I'm just going off of the scripture. For somebody, this is for someone, you are part of a community that's kind of like closely knit. Even if you don't feel like it's closely knit, it is closely knit. And even if you don't realize it, the people in your community want you to be with a certain person or a certain type of person. And it's like, I just feel like this somebody you don't even realize it. But it's like, I don't know if you are going after people that's not in your community, or maybe people not in your community come after you. Maybe it's a situation where the people that come after you in your community, you're not really feeling them like that. Or, you know what I'm saying? And it could be a whole, like, I don't know if there's somebody like in a sorority or a fraternity. This could be somebody you part of a church, your church home. Maybe your church home want you to be with somebody else that's like a part of the church already. I don't know. I feel like it's that kind of, like, that's what it is. Like, somebody is a part of something, and it's like, this is like a clique. This is like, and it's like your relatives is in it. Like, this would be a situation where your relatives is a part. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they went to the school, and then you went to the school, and their parents went to the school. It's like that kind of vibe where it's like a community of people that wants a certain person to be with a certain person. Now, the reason is a question mark, but that's the message. God said, like, you may not realize it, but scornfulness is destruction and much trouble, and naughtiness is decay of your people in heart, and take a wife. Like, I feel like if you, for naughtiness is the mother of famine. Like, if you step outside of what your community wants, then it could be a situation where they feel some kind of way about you. Because, like, you may not know. I don't know if this is somebody, you don't know all the details. I don't know what's going on. This is I'm confused. But that is the message. But I am confused. It's the message, but I'm still confused. But that's the message for somebody. You part of a community, and your community wants you to be with a certain person. And God said they gonna feel some kind of way if you end up with somebody else. And it could be a situation for somebody that this community could be connected to, like, either how you earn a living, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be connected to a job. It could be connected to somebody, like, how you eat. Like, maybe it's connected to certain places that you go or something like that. But this community wants to see you with a certain person, yo. And for one reason or another. And you may not know, but I feel like it can't be for bad. And the only reason I say that is because a famine is attached to it. If it wasn't, like, just like the last message was, if you doing what's right, can't nobody curse you. 333. Can't nobody curse you if you doing what's right. So if it's a situation where this whole community feels some kind of way about you not being with this person, and God allows them to, you know what I'm saying, then it got to be something to it. Obviously, it's not going to be a situation where there's somebody that you don't know. I'm just being real. I feel like this is somebody you know, because that's not right. Period. Can't nobody force you to be with somebody you don't want to be with, period. You know what I'm saying? What if you're not even attracted to it? God is not going to force you to be with somebody you're not attracted to. God is not going to force you to be with somebody that you have never spoken to, never seen. Like, it's not that kind of vibe. But it's like, this is somebody, for some of y'all, this is already your person, or already was your person. Maybe this is an estranged husband. Maybe this is somebody prodigal. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest, because I'm gonna be real. I have had messages that weirded me out, because it would be about people, like, you know, because it's basically like the angels and God relaying messages. And sometimes it could be somebody that like you and feel a certain way towards you, but if you don't know somebody, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know why I feel like for somebody, it's somebody that you don't even know. This person is a complete stranger to you, and they feel like you don't have no choice but to be in a relationship with them or be intimate with them or something like that. Crazy, bro. What? Excuse me? Not that kind of girl. Go find one though. You know what I'm saying? They all local, but I'm not one of them. Not this one. But it's plenty. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that it is plenty means that you, like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no need to come over bothering with me. Because I'm not that kind of girl. I want to know who I am dealing with. I'm not just trying to accept anybody's demons. I'm not trying to just accept anybody's treatment, anybody this, that. Like, I just dealt with that. You know what I'm saying? I would be more understood over people feeling some kind of way about me not being with my ex than, you know what I'm saying, a complete stranger. That would be weird, bro. Like, you, what you mean? What? I'm just being real. Now I get it. If it's somebody, 555, as I say that, that's just the honest truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You know what I'm saying? And I get it if somebody have a crush on someone or somebody likes someone, but you know, you have to actually put forth effort to, like, say hello. You know what I'm saying? God said don't even entertain the idea, because it's weird. Because, like, you know what I'm saying, when you like somebody and you wish them well, you're not trying to force them to do anything. You want them to genuinely like you. Who wants to be like forcing someone, you're going to be my girlfriend and you're going to do this and you're going to do that, or something like I don't know why I feel like that kind of vibe. And it might not even be that. It might just be somebody that's sick and they want to force somebody to sleep with them. But, like, that's what it sounds like. But God said for something like, you know what I'm saying, obviously something like that can't be confused with somebody that was in a relationship. You were with someone. This is someone you were dating. You were married to this person. Y'all were together for a while. Y'all may have had some bad times, obviously, because y'all aren't together. But the good times were so good to such an extent that there's a full community of people surrounding y'all that want y'all back together. And they don't want to see you with nobody else, because they want you to be with this person specifically, because they feel from their point of view that y'all was so cute together. Y'all look so happy. They like this, they like that. For some of y'all, it could be a situation where you were utterly miserable, but you made your ex happy to such an extent that all his friends are banding together like, no, you got to come back and be with him. Now, you know what I'm saying? Once again, this is another situation where even though they feel some kind of way about it, you ain't just got to be with him. If it's a situation where this man was going upside your head every night, and you know what I'm saying, I don't care who feels some kind of way, we're not getting back together. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. You go talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me. Screaming from the rooftops. It's like, please, I don't care what y'all talking about. I don't care who called, bro. It's not gonna be a situation where, like, because can I call you if it's a problem? Can I call you if he doing, you know what I'm saying? If he doing this, that, and the third, like, no, man. Like, I just feel like when it comes down to it, how is this person in that relationship? How is this person treating you in that relationship? And that's just real. Nobody deserves to be in a relationship they don't want to be in. Yeah, and that's the message. But that's the message. And it is for somebody like, this is somebody that feel like if you're not in a relationship with whoever this person is, it's like a group of people that feel like you deserve to starve and you shouldn't have money and you shouldn't have this and you shouldn't have that. But in reality, like, these are things, like, I feel like it's never a situation where you, like, it's almost like somebody think you belong to them. I can't say, because that's what it sounds like. Slavery, bro. Slavery is illegal. That's a felony charge. Federal crime. Like, and it's never a situation where if you don't do this, that, and the third, you ain't eating today. If you don't do this, that, and the third, you ain't doing that. If you ain't, like, it feel like that kind of vibe, like somebody wants to try to put you in a position to where if you don't do what they want you to do, you don't get to do nothing. Baby. And once again, like I said in the last message, God said, can't nobody curse you when you ain't doing nothing wrong. And this is a situation right here. You not no slave. If you a slave to anybody, it's to God, period. You belong to God, and that's it. You're not a prisoner. You're not, you know what I'm saying, breaking any laws or doing anything illegal. So it's not a situation where somebody's going to keep you and make sure you can't. Like, no, baby. No, baby. No. God said it's not that kind of vibe. And that's just what it is. But, like, for somebody, you need to be aware, you know what I'm saying? Because that sounds kind of crazy and creepy. Like I said, it could be two different scenarios, and it might be both for somebody. Like, it could be, if somebody is really attractive, it could be a situation where you don't even realize, but there are people looking at you and assuming that you should belong to them, or assuming that you should be doing this, that, and the third, just out of the figment of their imagination. Because in reality, you know what I'm saying, if you single and you don't know somebody, it's not a situation where you're required to do nothing for them. And if you not in a relationship with somebody, you know what I'm saying, if that's your ex and y'all ain't speaking and you ain't, you know what I'm saying, you're not obligated to do nothing either. I just feel like this is the kind of vibe where, like, this is somebody that it's almost like your attractiveness is like causing problems for you, and you really just want to be left alone. Somebody just want to be left alone. And anyways, but and that's like, I just felt nauseous. Like, I just feel like there's somebody you really just want to be. Like, you've had enough. 11. Like, this somebody you've had enough. I feel you. Anyways, that's the message. That's the message, and that's the message, and that's the message to follow. Go and say, can't nobody curse you like that and try to say, if you don't do X, Y, Z, you ain't gonna have this, that, and the third. And if you don't do that, then this, that. Go and say, you're not a slave, you're not a prisoner. You know what I'm saying? If you're not, you know, an employee of someone, even if you are an employee of someone, it's only certain things that match the job description. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this sounds like somebody feel like they should have complete control over you, over your life, and what you have going on. And God said, no, yo. No. Anyways, that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.